We're gonna grill up a steak and serve it with a garlic herb butter, and I'm gonna show you the difference between a porterhouse and a T-bone. I went to Cecil's Meat to get one of the best cuts in town. Let's get cooking with style. I'm gonna confess, I'm a carnivore and I love meat, but I don't eat a lot of it. So when I do, I make sure it is absolutely perfect. And that's why I go to Cecil's Meat or Iowa Meats and I get one of my favorite cuts, which is this, a porterhouse. Now, in case you don't know what a porterhouse is, it's actually two cuts of meat in one. It's the filet mignon and then the New York strip. Now you can get a T-bone, but it's gonna have maybe just a sliver of that filet mignon. So that's why I say go with the porterhouse, and sometimes they'll both be on sale at the same time at the same price. Always, always buy the porterhouse. Let's get this on the grill because this is going to take a lot longer. You can see how thick that guy is. That's going to be beautiful once we're done here. So a little olive oil over the top, and we're going to just give that a little swirl over the top with that. A light seasoning of salt and pepper because we're going to put that garlic herb butter when it's all finished. We'll do one side, flip it over and get the other side and get this on the grill and get things rolling, and then we'll come back and do the herb garlic butter, which is really, really versatile. Okay, salt over the top. Let's get this on the grill here. And I've got this on a medium-high grill because we don't want this to get too burned. There we go. All right, let's do this garlic herb butter. So I've got my butter softened up here, and it's really, really simple. So we're gonna take some fresh herbs, and you can use anything you want, but I'm gonna go with a little bit of parsley here, and we're gonna take some fresh basil. You could do thyme, you could do tarragon, you could do a variety of things. I'm gonna also add a little bit of oregano. And I'm just gonna take this, and I'm gonna medium chop it, not coarse and not fine, because we want it, when we get into the butter and we have a bite of something, we want to taste it. And we're going to do about a teaspoon of each. So clearly I have way too much herbs here. We'll set those off to the side, and we'll give this, as I said, a medium to medium fine chop. And if some of the pieces are bigger, don't worry about it. Just get it all chopped up there. And then to our butter, along with these herbs, we're going to take a couple other things. In go our herbs. And the great thing about this butter is you can save it and freeze it. I like to take it and roll it up, and then when I have something, I just take it out, cut a piece off, and there we go. So to this, I'm going to add my shallots and garlic. In those go, and we just give this a nice stir. Now, don't go with unsalted if you don't add salt, but you can just go with salted butter, and then you don't have to add the salt. And for this dish, we're not going to put this in that roll. We're going to leave it soft like this, so when we serve it up, it melts immediately when it goes on the top. So you can see that nice mixture of herbs and spices right there. We'll pop this in the fridge to keep it cool, but not get hard. Let's go check on our steak. Let's take a look underneath and see how we're doing there. Ah, there we go. Okay, now we're gonna flip it and turn it to get the hash marks on that. Remember, we're working with a really hot grill here. Another 2 minutes and then turn it. All right, now we're gonna go for the turn, and we're gonna move this to the hottest part of the grill for about 1 more minute. This is where the patience comes in. We gotta take this steak off, and you gotta let it rest for at least 5 minutes. I say 7 to 10. Check back in just a bit. Please wait before you cut this meat. As you can see, when I take this off, there's just a little bit of drippings left. What we're gonna do is we're gonna take our steak and we're gonna bone it out. We're gonna take the filet and cut it off, okay? And you're thinking, why are you doing that? You'll see in just a moment. And then we take the New York and we just run the knife down here like so, and we take this off. Now we're gonna save this bone because this is part of the presentation. We're gonna put it back on our plate. So make sure you're working with a nice sharp knife. Let's do the New York strip first, and we'll just go ahead and cut this. And we're going for medium rare, which is what I think we've got here, and it's looking pretty good. Remember, your butter should be at room temperature because what you want that to turn into is your sauce. Okay, so there's that. We'll bring this over here like so, and we're gonna just take this piece, put it right back there like that. And now we're gonna fan it just a little bit like that. See how we got a nice little fan there? And now we're gonna take that filet mignon, and we're gonna do the exact same thing. Some people are gonna wrestle for this filet here. Personally, myself, I'm all about the New York strip because it's got more marbling and more flavor in it, in my mind, but to each his own. All right, so we take, let's get this out of the way here. Put this in position. Now we put that a little fan like that. So doesn't that look nice? Now we take a little dollop of our butter, and this, once it gets on top of this, is gonna start to melt. And that is gonna turn into a beautiful little herb butter sauce. Let's see, there we go, that's that. And we take a little bit of parsley because we're looking to make this look really appealing. Wipe off that excess juice on the rim. We wanna save it in the center because that's gonna add to the flavor of this. So this is your grilled porterhouse with a garlic herb butter that is gonna knock the socks off of everyone. And this is enough for 4 people because I'm telling you, this flavor is outstanding. This is Cooking with Styles, Casual Elegance. Go to our website, cbs8.com for the recipe.